In our story today, Mary and Joseph have just been reunited and forgiven one another, and now Joseph says, Mary, in a dream from God, the Lord told me to name the baby Jesus. But suddenly Mary's father, who's been listening all along, breaks in dryly. How do you know it was a dream from God? Dreams can be from anything. Mary's father had always been a practical man, a student of the scriptures, and not easily impressed with spiritual experiences. Only fools follow dreams, he sneers. Sir, respectfully, I must disagree. This was not just any dream. I went to sleep in torment and pain. I awoke from a dream with peace like I'd never known. It was the presence of God resting heavily upon me. As he spoke, everyone listening could feel the presence of the Holy Spirit filling the room. Even so, I don't believe it, Haley retorted, shaking his head. Everything in him wanted to believe that what Joseph said was true. Most of all, he longed to believe that his daughter was innocent of adultery. This was his little girl, his firstborn. She has always been his golden one. But all this talk of angels and glory and dreams seemed like nonsense. Turning to Mary, Joseph says, Mary, come home with me tonight, and in a few days we will travel together to Bethlehem. Bethlehem, shrieks Hannah. No, you can't. The time of your travail will be upon you soon. You wouldn't dare be so far from home at such a time as this. We must go, Mary. Caesar Augustus has issued a decree for a census. We must register in the town of our lineage. For both of us, it is the city of David, Bethlehem. Haley gives a sudden gasp and grows very quiet. He strokes his beard as though deep in thought. Bethlehem, he mutters with a faraway look on his face. Bethlehem? Then a sudden light flashes in his eyes. He looks at his daughter with shock, as though he was seeing her for the first time in months. Silence falls on the room as everyone looks at Haley, waiting for him to speak. His eyes moisten and his voice softens as he says, The prophet Micah writes, But you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me. Haley's voice breaks and the tears begin to fall. Out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel, whose origins are from of old, from ancient times. Walking slowly and painfully across the room, he takes Mary's hands, and through chokes and sobs, he quotes Isaiah, The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son. My daughter, he cries, his face scarlet with contrition. I believe this child is the coming Redeemer. He is the eternal Son of God, the ruler over Israel, our long-awaited Messiah. He buries his face on her shoulder and sobs. Mary, I believe, forgive me for ever doubting you, my pure and innocent child, the chosen one of God. Finally straightening himself, he brushes away tears and clears his throat. Placing his hands on Joseph's shoulders, he says, Please forgive me, my son, for accusing you and doubting your honor. This child is indeed the Messiah, conceived by the Holy Spirit. God has chosen you to be the earthly father of the Son of God, the Messiah. Oh, I hate to break in now, but tomorrow we'll pick up Mary's mother's response when she truly believes that this child is from God.